Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. Oh man. Um now my data lag is fixed. I actually have been waiting to see if my data lag was going to fix itself, which it finally did. It hasn't been bad, it's just been over a second, like literally since the market opened. So most of the time I can still trade through 1 second, but you just kind of never know. So I was trying to see if it was ever going to go down, and it finally went down. So we are here. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? How'd your open trade go? Amelia, have you taken any trades yet? And Amelia, have you started looking at entries pre-market yet? I know you were saying sometimes the move is pre-market. Damn. Are you serious? Did y'all see me put the order in and it never popped up? Okay. Because this bar was had 10 on it and it needs to be 11 in order to hit the break even. So I legit just tried to put the order in and it just disappeared. Nothing happened. All right. Let me see if it even. Yeah, it didn't even take. It's not even in my logs. How great. How freaking great. What the hell? No trades since it was some news a few minutes ago. Yeah, I haven't taken pre-market yet, but it wasn't great today. Got you, got you. Took some pre-market trades and Sam bosses. So my opening trade would have been a winner. Nice. I'm doing well. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm doing well. Yeah. Kicking it with my aunt and uncle getting spoiled. Y'all have a excuse us, Apple Jacks. Good morning, good night. No, enjoy yourself. See you next weekend. Yeah, okay, so first of all, y'all know how volatile yesterday was, right? So Usually on the 20 tick chart, with the way the lack of volatility has been lately, there's only usually about anywhere from maybe 45 to 70 reversal bars in that hour and 10-minute time span. Now, granted, I did, extend an additional 15 minutes for my session, but that don't matter. It was 199 reversal bars yesterday. Child, what? Yeah. When I tell y'all it took me hours upon hours to journal my session yesterday, well, first of all, I did take a nap, and then I woke up, I washed my hair, did stuff like that. So when I woke up, I think I got through all of the trend and counter trend pullbacks. And then I washed my hair, and then I did the trend divergence. Then I didn't do the counter trend divergence until last night, because even though I'm not taking counter trend divergence right now, I still want to mark it out in case I do decide to do it. But baby, let me tell you something. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That took forever yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, and I was not happy about it. I sure was not. Yeah. So yeah, that took hours upon hours upon hours. Man, it was crazy yesterday. It really was. But hopefully we can get some trades in. I've actually missed about 4 trades so far this morning. Just a FYI. Just honestly just getting used to trading without as many rules. Like, the rules are so lax that it's kind of like it makes me question things. But yeah. Yeah. Um, I still don't know how I like oh, that wasn't even a freaking signal anyway. So I would have lost that for no reason. And in doing that, I just missed the sell right there. It's crazy. I thought I was not going to ever want to go back to trading with the signals, but it's going to be so much better long term. I'm going to see if I can do a custom stripe though, because I think, no, I don't know if it's going to let me do that. I'm hoping that I could do a custom stripe where if one of 4 signals pops up, it paints a stripe versus having a stripe for each one of these, if that makes sense. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm pushing back towards the new low, which y'all know I don't do much, but just trying stuff. This account, I gotta do something with it anyway. All right. What time is it? 8:58. All right. We're trading at point of control at the moment. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? So this weekend, hopefully I have time. I'm probably gonna have to do most of it today because I got a couple of things that are planned for this weekend. But since I did have so many trade examples yesterday, I'm hoping that I can kind of like filter through and see which signals I like, which signals I don't like, um, and see what rules need to stay, what rules need to go, kind of thing. Because I'm okay with, like, if I get more setups, but my win rate goes down a little bit, or it could be around the same. I'm cool with that. Like I'm okay with losses as long as there's not specific patterns that are causing me to lose all the time. But yeah, I just want to like filter through the trade examples from yesterday. And then I also want to take like 1 or 2 days from this week, go back through the trades that I wrote down, write down if there were any delta signals, and kind of use the combination because, certain days this week was extremely choppy, whereas yesterday was just like so volatile. It was just kind of all over the place. So I feel like if I can kind of like look to see really lax rules that I can make with each of those days of data, I think I'll be happy with that. But we'll see. We will see. And then really paying attention to, trades when it's pushing new highs and lows and stuff like that. Like the trade that I just took, it was pushing a new low. I'm okay with experimenting right now just because this account's going to renew next Saturday anyway. Because I feel like if I have things right, I should be okay with pushing new highs and lows. Janelle, have you taken any gold trades today? Small TP of 340 in London still choppy. Got you. Still not bad. It's freezing. I'm gonna put my top on. Still hit your goal for the month. I'm satisfied. Period. Congratulations. Nice. 522. I'm gonna be cautious here because it's the same trade that I just lost. Where volume is heavier on the swing after a new high and us being at a support level. Oh, Delta stayed positive anyway. Kind of volatile on some of these moves. I don't really like how the value area low and point of control are so close together either. NT order stuck and cancel pending. Just disconnect from your, click the little click this and disconnect from whatever the Apex account, because I'm pretty sure it's probably your Apex accounts. Just disconnect and reconnect. It'll get rid of it. Really? Okay. Hmm. $14. Yeah. It's complete trash today. Oh, I didn't even see that this looked like this. My bad, y'all. At least both times I got stopped out, it actually reversed, so that's nice. I should actually still be up right now because I missed 4 wins before I even took my first trade. How nice. I can tell already though that my rules are going to have to be a little bit different, like based on pullbacks or divergence, which I kind of already knew, but I just didn't have time to kind of separate it. So we're just, like I said, we're just experimenting. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't think we was gonna push down that far, but we did. Out of control at the open. Oh, I thought I had a leg. Well, try it. I try it. Good morning, Pred. How are you this morning? Please donate to your local food banks. The struggle is real out here, Janelle, and it's going to get worse. It is going to get worse. Especially as people who, you know, would normally have the ability to donate don't have the ability to donate because they're in need themselves. Yeah, it's going to get worse. And then with the SNAP benefits and everything, you're volunteering today at a local church. Donated a few hundred earlier in the year. Not a good day for me either, Pred, but for me, I'm experimenting, so it's okay. I'm actually kind of excited to get through this data and kind of see. I also can go back to the little short period of time I was trading with the Delta signals. I should have like an analysis sheet from it, so I could probably go and, you know, kind of compare data and everything. E 8 area low. Took too long. .2. Just gotta stay under 1.8. What a push up. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Friday, maybe no trade day for me. Just not it for me. I feel that. And it's the last day of the month. Yeah. Yeah, a family member that's in need, help them out. Yeah, I already know a couple of our family members we're gonna have to help out because they get SNAP benefits. So we're gonna have to kind of use the village to help them out. We were just talking about that yesterday. She and her sister will be paying a relative's mortgage next month. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's definitely nice to be in a position to help when you can, for sure. For sure. I'm thinking. Why is somebody calling my grandma this early? Where's the trades I took this? Hang up. She's clearly not awake yet. God dang. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. 273. There's a lot of congestion up here. Oh, excuse me. Love to be in that position again. I always felt good donating for sure. They calling her cell phone, honey. Like, why don't you know the schedule of the person that you calling? And then the thing is, she keeps her she keeps her cell phone in the family room. Like, I can hear it because it's right at the opening. The opening to the family room is like right across the hallway. Like up and across a little bit. So because she ain't up yet, her phone just ringing and a ringing and a ringing. Oh, Diego, please. Please. Having ninja problems, so be careful. Oh no, TradingView was acting up earlier when I tried to log in. It seems to be fine now. Oh no. So everything's kind of a little wonky today then, it looks like. Oh shoot. Did that volume over to? Oh no, there's no freaking signal. I'm so used to trading without signals. Now I'm like having to remind myself to look for the signals. All right, there's some data lag there. Didn't last. Okay. That's why. Don't get me started. Child, look, that's why I'm laughing at him. It's all the same thing. Like, I don't know. And the way that some of them talk about certain things, it's almost like a, I don't know. It's almost like a, hey, guess what I'm doing with your affiliate money this month? Keep failing accounts. That's how I feel sometimes. But maybe it's just me. 160, what is that? 167. Oh gosh, we're pushing the new lows again. All right, I think I know how I want to play this if it happens again. But no. It's a broken record. It is. The whole thing is just not it. But now it's spreading. Yeah, it's like really bad. It's really, really bad. Like, I get it. I get it. You found a new hobby. I get it. But let's find a new one now. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm just being irritable for no reason, I guess. But it really just starts to get annoying. It's really does. Oh, green, I gotta trying to go to Six Flags later. All right, all right. Well, I would say take your green and go. Especially, I mean, we're pushing new lows. We're accumulating a little bit. You don't see nothing now. I say go enjoy your weekend and start it early. That's what I say. Tell the truth, I can't stand anyone else if I can. I know it's cold here. But you know, a lot of people like to go to Six Flags during Halloween for Fright Fest though. Oh, we did get it. Hopefully I don't get hold. This is an attempt to trap the buyers up there. Oh gosh. Where's the volatility when I need it? That's going to be another loss. Did I just hit my order and not take me out? Maybe I got it. Maybe I switched it late or something. I don't know. But I thought I switched it in time. I should have switched it as soon as the bar closed. I should have put, switched the entry. I mean, the TP to break even. Since technically once the bar closes, it's invalidated. So I probably could have gotten out if I would have did that a little bit earlier than what I did. And this is also going back to like where I'm trying to figure out which signals I like and don't like. So this wasn't a delta sweep. It was just a trapped traders, and I think it's called a delta drop is the O. I think for pullbacks, I'm preferring the sweeps. I think. And this was just a huge pullback, as you could see. And also it bounced off of a new high, which I'm still kind of, I don't know about. But I still got like $1,200 worth of drawdown on this account with like 5 trading days to trade it. So I ain't tripping. That's why I'm only trading this one account while I experiment. But I'll probably spend the first like day or two next week just trading this one account. And if I feel comfortable by Wednesday, I'll go ahead and start trading my other eval because I'm trying to really get back into trading my PAs. But I just don't want to do so prematurely. It's no point, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Part of me feels like I'd rather just trade the sweeps and leave it there. And maybe I can leave the traps with the P. The P is the traps. Maybe I can leave that for that can be for divergence trades. But maybe all of my pullbacks need to be sweeps. Because the sweeps seem to work out pretty well. I don't think I like the delta drop and delta rise that much because all the delta drop means is that 4 bars in a row, the delta dropped. That's not really a sign of volatility and like acceleration and things like that. Neither is a trap. I think the only signal that I have right now that shows that is sweeps and maybe the flips, which would be marked with F. But I might just end up seeing that like, hey, yo, it's just gotta be a sweep, and if it's not a sweep, we just don't trade. And I'm okay with that. Whatever's gonna get me the most setups with the highest probability, that's what I want to trade. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Like yesterday, there were a lot of trades that set up really well without there having to be a sweep. However, the volatility was so high that, the reversals were happening so quickly without there needing to be a delta sweep, if that makes sense. But I made sure that I wrote down, with each trade that I wrote down which delta signal popped up. And so when I go through and analyze this stuff, I'm going to end up, just trying to filter through and see which signals I like and don't like. And we'll go from there. I think Keamber's the only I'm so oh baby Diego, you don't have to worry. I've been the same person for 2 years and I'm going to stay that. I'm just honestly, I've done so much in my lifetime. What I like is what I like, what I don't like is what I don't like. And I've just been the same person forever. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a lot of money, I've had, average money. I've done all of those things before. So my personality doesn't have to change just because I'm coming into something new, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, I can get to the point where I'm making more money than I ever have before, but that just does not change me just because of the type of person I am. And because I'm not like a materialistic person, I just don't care about things like that, you know? So don't you worry. The only thing you're going to see is sometimes I might rage, but that's it. Southern is 40-degree morning had me and my dinosaur mix looking crazy. I'm weak. Husky Robert Anderson is still so besides Keamber. I love Husk. He's so cool. His personal account, which is nice to see. Yeah, I can't wait to start trading my personal account again. I miss it. I do. Oh, my granny's awake. I definitely miss it for real. Nice pullback though. Yeah. Definitely so he doesn't tilt as much as others. And you want to know something, Amelia? I think that's why. I think, first of all, most people in this space want to follow the people with the biggest payouts, right? Which, if you're watching for entertainment, I think also some people watch people who have the bigger payouts because they try to copy them sometimes because they have the payouts that they aspire to have. And then obviously, some people just want to follow people that are at a level of success that they have not reached. Whereas other people like myself, the people who I sub to them to just watch their journeys. That was it. Most of them, I started watching them before they got their first payout or when they were like less than $5,000 into payouts in their prop firm journeys. So that's just what I prefer. I don't prefer watching people who make a whole lot of money unless they are now, but they weren't when I first started watching them, if that makes sense. Everybody has their prerogative, right? But I also think that, like I said before, there's just a certain level that I'm never going to get to because there's just a certain level of information that based on my culture and where I'm from, I can't share those things. And I'm okay with it. I absolutely am. I absolutely am okay with that. And it just is what it is. And honestly, with some of what some people have to deal with as they grow their audience, I don't feel like dealing with that shit. Like, I'm cool. I'm 100% cool on that. No, thank you. Because for me, hey, kick all these people out. I don't got time. I feel like some people literally just log onto the internet just to troll people just because they have nothing better to do with their time or their lives. And I don't feel like dealing with that. I know that, when you put yourself on the internet, you subject yourself to different opinions and all of that stuff. But it's like, check the room, my mans. Do a vibe check before you go into people's streams doing stuff like that. But people don't care. And people feel like, well, because you decided that you wanted to be on the internet, it doesn't matter. Like, this is what you signed up for. I hate that phrase so bad, especially because I heard that so much when it comes to nursing, especially psych nursing, you know, people feel like if you get assaulted, that's what you signed up for. No, the fuck it ain't. I signed up to help people who have mental health issues. That's what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to get my ass beat. Otherwise, I would have just went and been a professional boxer. Somewhere where I can hit someone back legally. That's what I would have done, you know? Just saying. But yeah, I don't know. People are weird. Very weird. There's the max there, 45. Oh my goodness. Where's the trade I took? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh. Oh no, that's all right. But yeah. Oh, Janelle, I'll tell her when she walks by. You know what I just realized? Do I not have my clock up anymore? Oh. Duh, goofy girl. What the hell? Yeah, watch. Still need to prep some docs and send to Apex. Yeah. I don't know. We might have just bottomed out though. The way we're kind of creating like a U shape down here. We might just be bottoming out and going back up. Let's see what happens. Seeing people's journeys and see how they do. Now it's just, oh, I gotta feel it. But exactly, Amelia. Exactly. It's how can I waste as much money as I can to get the biggest payouts that I can. Like to hear people brag, and I guess for some people they don't see it as bragging because they'll be like, I'm not happy with this. But it's like the fact that you're okay with spending $20,000 in a month in account expenses is literally insane. I have heard people say, like, yo, I've gotten $15,000 in payouts this month. And even if I get another $10,000 in payouts before the month ends, I'm just going to be break even. Excuse me, what? Like break even for the month. People want it now. They don't want to take the time to learn. I agree, Brad. But you know, when you have so much money rolling in because you are profitable, you know, meaning if you did the same thing in one account, you wouldn't make money. And then you have affiliate pay on top of that. They don't give a shit. They don't. At all. For me, I am literally spending what? Like $200 a month right now in prop expenses. That's it. That's it. You see, I don't touch my PAs. I'm not going to. There's no reason to. Think about how it took me 6 months before I took my very first trade on my very first PA because I knew I wasn't ready yet. And then when I was trading, I started trading it again, and then I was trading my TPT account. I genuinely thought I was ready. It wasn't just all right, well, we got PAs, might as well just trade them. Like, I'm just not that person, but that's because I'm willing to take the time to learn what I like, what I don't like, you know, and things like that, and not waste money along the way. It's just not worth it to me. It's not. Like I was explaining to my best friend when we went out for lunch last Friday, because she was like, she was asking me about like my trading and stuff. And I was telling her, I said, you know, a lot of people, hey, if I put in 100,000 or if I put in 50,000, but I get 100,000 out, I'm plus 50,000. Cool. Me, no, because to me, I look at it as, all right, 50,000. Let's say the average account is 250 all in. You had to fail 200 accounts or more, and that's a lot to me. That's a lot. I can't justify that personally. I just can't. I just can't. I love to post gains, losses on PA journey. I refuse to deal with trolls. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to always be super transparent because for me, like, it's nothing to block a motherfucker, okay? I block people in real life. I will absolutely block somebody from the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just the fact that I don't, why do you have to bother people? Now, when people have genuine questions, hey, have you ever looked at this, whatever, but then you have some people that just constantly, like, just leave people alone. You're not trading yourself. You ain't got nothing better to do. I don't know. Yeah, this stuff is just ridiculous. I don't know. For me, it was when I got back into trading, I decided to trade props. I was looking for, traders, and I just noticed that all of the people who looked like me traded Forex. Yeah, at the time I don't remember seeing any Black creators who were live streaming at the time. And so it was like, all right. And then I think there was a couple who like maybe had a couple of videos out there, maybe streamed, but not consistently. But then they were men. So for me, it was more so like, oh, I don't mind putting myself out here because, again, I block somebody quick. All right. And also because I don't have a problem with showing failure. There's no pride or ego with that for me. Because I prefer to show realism. I want to show that it's not as easy as just clicking a couple buttons and being consistent with doing that without having to spend a whole bunch of money in the process, because I know that once I get where I want to get to, the likelihood of me failing accounts is very slim because I've taken the time. I have piles and piles of data that support what I'm doing that spans across 2 years worth of data. You know what I mean? So yeah, I genuinely think that the one piece I was missing was volume when I started trading it, order flow when I incorporated that, seeing the internals of the order flow when I started incorporating that last month. So that's the other thing that I have to remind myself. Like, I didn't get this indicator till I think it was like the end of August or early September, but it also was wrong. Like, it was messed up until I think the middle of September. So I give myself grace because this is not an easy process. It's not an easy journey. And like I tell anybody, if I was trading traditional candlesticks and things like that, I would have been where I wanted to be, right? Because there's so much information online that you can consume and take this out. I like this, I don't like that. But I don't like candlesticks. The only candlesticks I really liked using was Heikin-Ashi candles. And obviously I would still have a regular chart next to it so I can actually see the real opens and closes and things like that. But with trading Renkos, there's just so much that you have to learn from scratch. Even to this day, a lot of Renko related videos are super old, and there's there's nothing out there regarding Renkos and order flow. So I plan to be that person that puts some of this information out. you know, once I get like stabilized and feel like I finally kind of have a real good grasp on things, like, so yeah. Yeah, definitely not an easy process, but it's worth it in the end. You know, you put in the time, you put in the energy and the effort and the work, and you will get rewarded. The only way you won't is if you quit, or if you refuse to put in the time, energy, and effort to learn. That's it. That is it. We're back at VWAP. That's why. We just crossed over VWAP. Like, why is it so choppy? This is the other thing. I need to reach out to Ninja and ask them, how do they calculate their close? Because you can see Ninja Trader puts the close at 26,149.25, but Ninja puts it all the way up here. That's like a 15-point difference. I don't know what time they consider the close. Look, that doesn't make sense. When was price there? Price was, look, price literally was not even up there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know why that's wrong like that. Who knows? They need to fix it. They definitely need to fix it. I'm also hoping I could start taking 1 bar pullbacks again. That would be really nice. Missed along on why I'm even bounced off my pivots. Well, to be fair, Amelia, even though you were chatting, you were a little like, it's Friday. I don't really know, because I don't really like Fridays that much anyway. So I would count that as you were kind of iffy about trading anyway. And you were talking about how trash it was earlier too. Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know what they consider yesterday's close, because it legit does not make sense at all. All right, let's see if we can get a sweep. So yeah, I think that after I finish journaling today, I'm probably gonna take a nap, and then I want to go through, actually probably before I take a nap, I'm gonna go through, I didn't trade Monday, right? I did not. I'm gonna go through Tuesday and Wednesday's data. Yeah, go through Tuesday and Wednesday's data. So I can add the delta signals to that data, since those days were really choppy, like extremely choppy. I think one of the days there was only like, Wednesday there was only 29 reversal bars. 29. Oh, that's an ugly fill. I gotta increase that a little bit. Yeah, 29 reversal bars versus yesterday was 199. That's how choppy it was Wednesday. Am I gonna lose again? Come on with the sweep, man. Yeah, I think that's gonna lose. What the fuck? There's another sweep. I kind of wonder about, because of this this yesterday's close area. I don't know. I don't know if I have to treat it as a level or not, because I don't even see. All right, I'm done trading. I'm gonna go through all of the damn drawdown that I have left. I don't see how that's even a level, so I don't know. Are you serious? I got stopped out to the tick. Literally, and when I say to the tick, I mean it. Look at this. Like, my stop loss was literally right there. That's very annoying. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like the only thing I don't like about this is this yesterday's close level being there, because that's technically a level of resistance to me. Well, that's how I treat the prior close. I just said I was done, didn't I? I did. I'm done for real. Definitely don't like Fridays. I don't either. All right. I'm done trading. I'm not trading the next 9 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys the account now. Because of how terrible today was. Mainly because I missed so many trades in the beginning. Because I should only be down like maybe $300, even despite losing all these damn trades. Now I only have like $740. Okay. What the hell? No. Ah, there we go. I have $880 of drawdown left in this account. Again, it renews like next Saturday, so this was just my experimentation anyway. But yeah, I'm closing the charts. I'm not even bothered, to be honest. I'm more so bothered because I don't understand why this is a level. I mean, so look, clearly it's something, right? Look how we are reacting here. So if I would have counted this as being a level, I would have never even got into this trade to begin with. But I'm most annoyed because I don't even understand how they're even calculating this. So I need to reach out to them and see, because I don't know, maybe my chart is missing some data or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm closing the charts. I'm about to journal this session and start analyzing this, because like I said, I think I am going to like the more lax rules. I do think that I might have to stick with the sweeps for the most part, which some of the trades I took earlier were not sweeps. They were other stuff like Delta Rise, Delta Drop, trap traders and stuff like that. So I think I'll have a better time overall if I stick with the sweeps. But I'll know for sure once I start to get through some of this data. But yeah, this is obviously something. I just don't know what it is. Get way more distracted when I'm sorry, Diego. Good day to play some Battlefield. Baby, listen. I'm gonna be actually I might need to get on Apex today, because I'm pretty sure the new season starts Tuesday. And I'm still on like level 51 out of 60 in the battle pass, because I've been so locked into 2K ever since it came out. I had to cut some of my friends out again last night. The people just trash. Like, I am sick of people playing the game more than I do and they suck. I What do you do when you're on there? Or do you just actually, you want to know something? I think because 2K now has skill-based matchmaking, I think that people actually do pretty decent in their own lobbies, but when they get into my lobbies, they just cannot handle it. They can't handle it. And it's no different from Apex, Call of Duty. I have friends who play Call of Duty every single day, and they're pretty good to me. Like, I enjoy playing with them, and they're actually good. But they even complain about my lobbies, and I'm just like, I mean, I know I got thumbs, baby. I know I'm good at the game, but why does everybody suck in my lobby? I need help. The other day when I was playing Apex, so when you play ranked in Apex, the highest rank is Masters, but then Predator, I think, is the top. Let me see. Do you have to be in Apex to be a Predator? Predator means you're the top 750 players, right? Now, mind you, I've only reached Masters one time, probably like 3 years ago, because I don't play Apex when I'm in ranked, I get to like diamond and then I'm done. I used to get to as soon as I got to platinum, I would stop playing ranked and go back to pubs. So Predator means you're the top 750 masters, okay? Now I barely even play Apex to this day. All right, I don't even play it that much, especially for the last like month and a half since I've been on 2K. Do y'all know I can't even get on Apex and relax because of the skill-based matchmaking? I'll die and look at somebody's badges, and like the other day, every single person who killed me was a predator. There was one dude who was in the top 1% predators, which means that he was in the top 75 players in all of people who play ranked. Then there was a guy who had one badge that said top 1%. Another badge said he was number 330. And another badge said he was like number 600. Why are you in my damn lobby? I'm just trying to come here to shoot my gun a little bit because I'm tired of shooting the ball. And I got to die to you. Why? I'd be so mad. You probably think they're good at the game. They do, because they're good in their own lobbies. Like, my friends will literally send me screenshots. One of my friends finally got his 20 kill badge. And not only did he get a 20 kill badge, he got it by having like 6,600 damage, right? Which is a lot. Now, it's a resurgence mode on Apex now that's kind of like Call of Duty, where you keep coming back as long as somebody on your team is alive and as long as you're not in the last circle. So you can really, really run it up with the damage, but not in my lobbies. All right. So he sends me that and I'm like, 6,600 damage? You can barely get 1,000 in my lobbies. Stop sending me screenshots of this crap because it pisses me. I wish I could play in lobbies like yours. And it ain't even like my skill level on that game is so high that when it shows me the bell curve of where I'm at the very end. I'm at the very end and everybody in my lobby is at the very end. And it's at the point now where no matter who I bring into my lobby, there's only one person who's not even on my friends list. He's the brother-in-law of one of my friends. Now, when he brings him into the lobby, he's so trash that he will bring like the little line down a little bit, but not much. So I be telling my friend like, bro, I'm not playing with him. He can't even help it. We'll look up. He got 150 damage at the end of the game. So I'm over here sweating my ass off, trying to kill everybody because I get no help from you. Then one of my friends, he joined me and my friend Leo. Leo's the one who comes in here sometimes. I forget his name. D'Souza, something, Javier D'Souza or something is his YouTube name. But anyway, so me and Leo invited one of our friends who we play 2K with. Now, he used to play Apex a lot, but now he plays Fortnite most of the time if he does play a shooting game. So I'm telling y'all, like, the whole match, he's on our hip, okay? He's right there. I see bullets flying. He's shooting his gun. But I still feel like it's taking me a little too much to kill these people when I have friends next to me, right? Y'all, as soon as we died, he starts giggling, right? And I'm like, bruh, what? He said, don't look at the scoreboard. Like, what? Y'all, I look at the scoreboard. I had 1900 damage. Leo had like probably 1600 damage. Y'all, why my friend have 135 damage? Mind you, we were alive for like 18 minutes. He was right there. I saw bullets flying out of his gun. I saw him running and shooting. I said, Kev, what the fuck? What was you doing exactly? He's talking about, man, every time I went to shoot somebody, y'all was putting them down. What? Oh my God. I just can't, man. I can't. Yes, I got thumbs, Chanel. Not playing that again. I'll get hooked. I'll get kicked out of the house. I'm a weak. It's also hackers. Yeah, listen, no, the Zens, Diego. Now, I don't know how much I come across Zens on Apex. I genuinely don't know. Now, there are some people where I'm like, bitch, you gotta be cheating. It's no way you just killed me like that. It's no, I'm too skilled for you to have killed me in that manner, right? But the Zens on 2K? The Zens on 2K are insane. And on one hand, I like the skill-based matchmaking because, like, even when we lose games, I would say 70% of the games that we're losing by less than 5 points. So I like the skill-based matchmaking from that aspect. However, when you start to rank up, so you go from a black plate to bronze, silver, gold, purple, then red is the highest rank that you can be. And it's based on your wins and losses and gaining rep and all this other stuff. A lot of people say that once you get to the red plate, because of how bad the skill-based matchmaking is, it takes like 15 minutes to find a game. And then usually a lot of people who are red plates are people who's in and people who cheat. There was one team that we played like 3 days ago where, so when you play in the basketball game, when you go into the rec, or even if you don't, whatever game mode you play, you can always see the player card of each person that, you know, you're going up against. So not just your player that you're playing against, but like everybody on the opposite team. So there was a team where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, they're cheating. They're cheating. There is no way that everybody on your team shoots 70% from 3. It's no way. I think everybody on their team shot over 70% except one person. And then looking at the points per game and stuff like that, like, it's different when a game first came out, but you telling me that you got 500 games played and you average 70% for, you're zenning. And the way that some of these YouTube videos are showing the scripts, there are people who can do all of these like dribble move combos by pressing one button. And the combo is always going to get you open. They can green a shot, a perfect shot, just from clicking, like tapping a button. Like, you don't have to time it. You don't have to hold it. You just tap the button and it's a perfect shot. Like, I am sick of it. I'm sick of the cheaters. And then come to find out they have scripts for defense now. This is my thing. Do you know the level of I suck and I'm trash you have to be to even want to cheat in that capacity? So you are that bad at the game that you have to cheat. You have to go buy a device that you can plug up to your controller so that you can cheat. You have to go pay somebody for some scripts so that you could cheat. You are ass. There's never a time where I think to myself, how can I cheat on this? The only game I've ever cheated on was The Sims. Way back in the day, before it became this popular shit that it is. Way back in the day when it was a computer game and you would put Rosebud in to get $50,000. That's it. That's the only game. Like, why are you Why are you cheating when you're playing against other humans? Like, and then what gets me is they cheat to the level of how is it fun for you to be killing people like this in a game because you're cheating? How is it fun for you to be beating people on a game like this because you're cheating? How is that fun? I don't, baby, look. I get so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Battlefield is banned. I don't understand why other games don't. Especially like you have $1 billion empire. You're not finna sit here and tell me that you have no software that can detect this stuff. You're not telling me that. Sims don't count? Exactly. Sims don't count. But and it's not just because I shoot like 65% from 3. And the crazy thing is a lot of people there's like a new way of, it's called rhythm shooting. They just came out with it last year. So before last year, you could shoot on 2K with the stick, or you could shoot by clicking the X button, right? Last year they introduced what's called rhythm shooting. But last year, rhythm shooting was different from this year because last year there was 2 parts to your shot that you had to time if you were rhythm shooting. And they did that because if you rhythm shoot, so basically if you rhythm shoot, you're shooting with the stick, but you have to hold, like you basically, let's say you'll go down and up. And when you're doing it, you're timing with the tempo of your player, like bending their knees and then coming up for the shot. Versus if you just hold X, or I think it's square on PlayStation, you have to time like the release. So you have to look to see when the ball is releasing from your hands and do that, which is a lot harder than timing the tempo of your player moving. So last year you had to time the tempo of your player moving and time the release. So a lot of people did not rhythm shoot. This year, 2K decides, okay, we're gonna buff rhythm shooting, even though you already got a boost for rhythm shooting last year. Not only did you get a boost this year, but they made it easy to where you only have to time the tempo of your player moving. Meaning, so you can have a shot meter on, right? And with the shot meter, you'll see a little green window at the top. So when you start shooting, it's gonna start at the bottom and you have to fill the meter up and try to end it in the green window. So now, because you only have to time the tempo of your player, you can literally time the tempo of your player as they, bend their knees and come up for the shot. And you can have this much in your meter bar and you still green the shot. So a lot of people this year, when the game first came out, once they discovered that, not only were they already cheating with Zens, but then on top of that, 2K made it so easy to hit shots that they're hitting 90% of their shots. Then they were so stupid, they were putting all these difficult shots in the game that were easy to make. Like, I was so sick of it, y'all. I was so sick of it. So they had to put a patch out like 2 weeks ago where they tightened the green window because too many people are hitting shots. And I'm just over here still hitting my X button. I've been playing 2K for 25 years. I'm not finna start doing it. And it's an exploit. Like, people try to exploit the games so much. Like, they put out this patch, right, where it made it really easy to steal the ball. And they did it because point guards are out here dribbling 20 out of 24 seconds of a shot clock. And all they're doing is doing all these combo moves, hiding behind screens, combo moves. And then they'll end up getting a shot off or, drives to the basket or something like that. But when they were doing all of these moves, they're bumping into you. Like, if you bump into me like that in real life, you're going to lose the ball. Or they'll dribble through 3 people and not lose the ball. So they made it to where steals was so easy that the average rec game, which is only 5-minute quarters, the average rec game was averaging like 20 steals per game on one team. So guess what people did? As soon as that patch came out, people literally spent money to create new builds that have a 99 steal, 95 perimeter defense, just so that they can get every steal they possibly can. And guess what? I laughed because I knew that they were going to patch it. It was so insane. I knew they were going to patch it. Why did they patch it less than 24 hours later? But people suck so bad that when they see stuff like that and they see that it's an exploit, they just want to go and exploit the game. Like, you suck. Now what are you doing with that bill? Nothing, because you can't steal shit. You back to not being able to steal, and you just put $50 to $100. Actually, yeah, most of the time they're spending like $75 to $100 to make a new bill. Y'all crazy. See it, Pred. Scripts for this, scripts for that, scripts for detects your weapon attachments, and then you have 0 recoil then in there instantly. Yeah. I'm just sick of cheaters in every game at this point, because it literally ruins my gaming experience. It really does. Because I don't cheat. I don't want to play against cheaters. To me, put all of those people who have like a 85 to 90% shot percentage, put all of them together, because they all doing the same kind of shit. I don't want to play against them. That's the way I see it. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, let me get on up out of here. Start my day, start my weekend. I also need to go out to the stores because my best friend's daughter is about to turn 1. So they're having a little gathering for her tomorrow. So I need to find her a little a gift. So I got a lot to do, and I need to also sleep because I'm tired. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why that button just got clicked already, but other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.